on Friday, 29th May 2026, Kweku Smoke held his concert dubbed Kweku Smoke in London, and it was a successful event. It was held at the Electric Brixton in London, and they had both Shatta Wale and Sarkodie on the performed Jewel Girl and Dancehall Commando remix, and Stonebwoy, boy, one guy. One guy was not elated or happy about the situation, so he decided to just go at these two artists, both Shatta Wale and Sarkodie, in a tweet that he made that has caused or has shaken the entire industry. Someone woke up at dawn and decided to just cause chaos. He decided to just cause violence. He turned himself into ludicrous, disturbing the peace.
Charlatans, misguided elements, sentimental knives, cryptic innuendos, all those without consciousness. In fact, you are such a graduate of nonsense.
So in this particular video, I'll talk about the tweet. I'll talk about the reasons he decided to just go at both Shatta Wale and Sarkodie. I'll talk about his actions after the tweet or his attack, and I'll talk about the possible effect of his attack. Anyway, welcome to the Hardest Takes. My name is the man in the mirror. Just in case you don't know, I'm here to touch your soul.
It's the handsome baby. Listen.
On Saturday morning, I had finished editing one of my videos. I mean, I was rendering or bouncing it, and I think the video has to do with my message to Shatta Wale, and so you can check it out. I mean, you can just check it out on this particular channel. I have finished editing and I was rendering or bouncing it, and whilst or during that period, I had to log on to Facebook. I had to log on to Facebook, and the first post that I saw was Stonebwoy's tweet, and when I saw the tweet, I'm like, nah, this thing has to be edited. It has to be unedited. People normally do that. They edit your post or tweet to make it look like you did that. And as conscious or discerning as I am, I had to. Twitter is my place. X is where I normally. I mean, that's the one of the platform. Or that's the platform I normally. When I pick up my phone, that's the first platform I normally log on to. I got onto X or Twitter, and then I went onto Stonebwoy's page to confirm whether he made a particular tweet for me, because I didn't believe it at the time. And so I went onto his page specifically and then scrolled down, because he made I think 2 or 3 extra posts. So I just had to scroll down, and then lo and behold, this was the tweet. But for me, I was stunned. I was astonished to see the tweet made by Stonebwoy. And the tweet was made at dawn. It was made at dawn, 5:30 something. And I was surprised to see that particular tweet, especially the last part of the message that he sent. It was kind of crazy for me. I was stunned. I was astonished. I was dumbfounded. I was shaking to the core. Now, this was his tweet. These two guys have been faking to each other based on interest and timing. And the part that even shocked me the most, even the devil hates that. Wow. Wow. Absolutely wow. Violence in the building, bro. 5:30 a.m. And I believe he was in Ghana at that time, because I saw a video of him performing at, I think, Doma or so. So I want to believe that he made a tweet whilst he was in Ghana. So he woke up at dawn and decided to choose violence. That is called dawn violence. Davey. I was surprised. Very, very surprised. Very, very surprised. And Stonebwoy, boy. All right, so let's get into why he made, or possible reasons he made, or he decided to attack both Shatta Wale and Sarkodie. Now, the first one has to do with his feud with Shatta Wale. I mean, that feud has been lingering. It has been going on, and there have been efforts to curb the situation, or to bring, or for them to bury the hatchet. I mean, I believe a couple of people have stepped in to ensure that there is peace between these two artists, both Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale. But if I always say that it has to come from the heart. If you can just bring them together, they can shake hands, they can hug, but the hatred for each one another, it will still be there if it's not from the heart. Everything starts from the heart. So I think Bolare has tried, or not Bolare. I mean, there have been a couple of events they have tried to patch up, try to patch things up. there have been efforts by people to get these two artists together. And even recently, when they had a particular concert where um, the president asked them to hug or shake, for me, I knew it wouldn't go anywhere. Stonebwoy even made some remarks on stage that were not happy or didn't go down well with Shatta Wale's camp. And for me, I also thought that those statements were needless. Charlie, some way. If you're someone hug, yeah, that extra commentary in some way. Yeah, so it was needless for me. And so they even hugged and all, then everybody was shouting. For me, I knew it wouldn't go anywhere. And then this webkit situation has also escalated the whole situation between the two artists. And even Stonebwoy had to compose a song for webkit, which I also feel in some way. And some way. So the beef is still going on. Even in that particular moment, Shatta had to even attack Stonebwoy and all that. So Charlie some way. So the beef has still been going on. So that's the first reason. That's first possible reason. The second possible reason is he's still harboring some kind of hate for Sarkodie, aka landlord. Obedihova, he's still harboring some hate for him, and that hate stems from in 2020, I think in around August, Sarkodie held his Black Laugh concert, and there was a feud between or a misunderstanding between Stonebwoy and they say Black Angel, Angel Town, and that's Sarkodie's manager at the time. And Stonebwoy, I mean, it was alleged that Stonebwoy attacked what's his name, Angel, and Sarkodie was not happy about the situation, so he made a report to the police. And I mean, so we thought everything was okay between these two artists because I even recent times I've seen them. I mean, I think I've seen them in a few videos, if I'm not mistaken, and I even saw Stonebwoy on an international platform where the hostess. Okay, they were three. I think there were three girls. I mean, making a move that he should talk to Sarkodie. They would want Sarkodie to be on the platform like as he has been there. So when he said, he would talk to him. So for me, I think I was envisioning, or I thought everything was okay between these two artists. But from this particular tweet, there is still some kind of tension between these two artists. Our big three, the big thing that we have in the industry, Charlie, there is chaos everywhere. Even there is chaos in Nigeria. I mean, among the big three, there is chaos in Ghana's big three. There is chaos in hip hop's big three. That is Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole. So there is confusion everywhere. Yeah. And then, so the third possible reason has to do with, I believe he made that particular attack to get both fan bases riled up. And I mean, both Shatta movement and Sack Nation riled up, and it has been evident. I mean, he's really, if that's one of the possible, that's a possible reason. So then he's really achieved his mission. Four has to do with he wants to send a message to both Sarkodie and then um, Shatta Wale that he knows what's going on. He knows everything going on behind the scenes. So he just sending a message to them that he knows that their friendship is based on timing and then interest. They are just faking it to each other. So it's like a stern warning, like the word stern warning. Okay, it's like a message to them that he knows what is going on between them. So what is happening or going on between the two of them is not real. They just fake. So it's just based on the interest and timing. So the devil self the fear. The devil self the hate that. Even the devil self hates faking. Hey, Charlie, that be deep. Oh. If the devil self the hate, because the devil came to destroy. Okay, anyway. And then the fifth possible reason is gaining attention for himself and his upcoming concerts. Because now everybody's talking about Stonebwoy. I mean, and that particular tweet, people like controversies. We like controversy. So that particular tweet had the highest or has high retweets, has or repost now because the repost has high likes. People like violence. People like violence. People like violence. People like controversy. Charlie, you're crazy. So I believe it has also, I mean, gotten people have been visiting his page to see what he will say next, and so it just gives him the attention on his page and then attention on his upcoming or forthcoming show. One of the lacunae I have discovered is that people are not asking the right questions. People are not asking the right questions. Now, the question I want to pose to Stonebwoy is, or the question I want to ask is, how did he know or conclude that the friendship between both Shatta Wale and Sarkodie is based on timing and interest? How did he know that? That's a very vital question. How did he know? It could be that there have been conversations going on that he has heard, and then observed actions between both parties, or actions between both, or between the action between both parties, and then he has arrived at that particular conclusion. So, what has he heard? What triggered um, this final conclusion? The conclusion he drew may be wrong, because hearsays may not be true. Hearsays are not always true, even though they say there's an iota of truth in everything. I don't believe in that particular assertion. What? How did he arrive at that particular conclusion? Because if you that's a very strong statement to make. So for now, we wouldn't consider it as a fact. For now, it's not a proven fact, because he hasn't provided any evidence that showcase or shows that the friendship between both Shatta Wale and Sarkodie is fake. He has to provide evidence to that. So for now, we will treat it as a mere allegation, but a very serious allegation. Uh, so yeah, so how did he come by that particular assertion, or that particular or judgment or conclusion? I just want to know that. So Stonebwoy, how did you arrive at this particular conclusion? Anyway, so let's talk about the possible effect. That I have a lot of possible effects, but I'll just narrow it down to because I don't want to make the video long. I'll just narrow it down to maybe 4. So now the possible effect one has to do with he has he is calling for attack from both camps. Now, if you check the tweets, if you check the replies, both Shatta movement and or both fans of Shatta movement and both fans from Shatta movement and then Sack Nation have been attacking him. If you check the tweets, Charlie, if you just read the comments, they'll be attacking him. Charlie, insensitively, and it's bad. And that's one of the possible effects of the attack on their favorites. So you don't attack their favorites and go scot-free, so they also want to press on them. And then 2, it's now making people believe that he is the one behind the Last Made Boy account, because that Last Made Boy account has been following the trajectory of WebKit, and he made certain tweets that were very, very vile, the incendiary languages that were used challenge some way. So it makes people believe that he is the one behind the Last Made Boy account. And now people are saying that he forgot to switch accounts. He has a banner, so he forgot to switch the banner account to make that particular tweet, and he tweeted it from his main account by mistake. I don't believe that it was. It was intentional. It was a deliberate. Because Charlie, I'm not sure it was. It was intentional. It was deliberate. It was conscious. So I'm not sure he made a mistake about. Tweeting from a banner account. Nah, it was a deliberate effort to do that. And then 3, it's now makes people get more disappointed in him, because Stonebwoy has been preaching. His messages are very deep, and he preaches about some conscious stuff. So to make such particular statements or attack on these 2 artists, for me, I was disappointed. And if I checked the comments and I saw a few people who were also disappointed, and for me, I was disappointed, very, very disappointed in Stonebwoy for such a tweet. It means that he has so many things on his heart that he wants to put it, but this is not the right time to put such. Anyway, yeah. So, and also aside from the disappointment, I saw people just it just gives him that people still were showing. The fan bases were showing his fan base were showing support to him, that he's the greatest, he's the this, he's the this, he's the that. And then so 4, the fourth effect has to do with it makes Sarkodie knows his stance, how to relate to Stonebwoy. Yeah, it makes him know how to relate to Stonebwoy now. At least he knows what Stonebwoy thinks about him. Yeah, so I have more, but I just want to narrow it down to just 4 possible effects. And then what did he do afterwards? After causing violence or chaos, he did something. Now here's what he did. He now has to thank Kweku Smoke for having such a wonderful and successful event at the Electric Bastion. After causing violence, he decided to just congratulate Kweku Smoke. And I mean, it was a nice or magnanimous gesture towards Kweku Smoke. So after causing violence, he came to, I mean, just congratulate Kweku Smoke for such a wonderful event or a successful event. And he used that to also promote his event. That was smartness. Yeah, so that was smartness. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe. I do critical analysis. I mean, nobody does it like me, you know. Yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah, so we've come to the end of this particular video. My name is the man in the mirror. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. I am Audi.